Hello everyone, this is Biotic Warlock and welcome back to my series on Founder's Fortune. Just continuing on from this point after the goblin glitch, where they were stuck behind a sort of between their hut and a rock. They say they were kind of stuck behind a rock in the hard place actually. I'm just figuring out some point in this episode what to do with the top of the tavern there.
Yep.
There's quite a lot to do there. Because I really want to get it functional, if you know what I mean. But I'm also trying to get, I'm trying to experiment with the relationships and get them high enough to see if I can just see what happens, really. As it's winter, I'm going to need to get my farmers to do other things, since they can't farm. And I might as well just build another snowman.
Yep. Yeah.
You can team up on them.
Yep.
Avoid the clipping though. A family activity, which apparently Agnes doesn't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely lovely. Those stone men are absolutely adorable. Clearly, we got people who be wanting their new technologies, but it's quite a long way to go until then. I'm going to try and increase their relationship to see what it's like when you go to the next level. So they kind of got a thing going on.
Yeah.
There we go. They are now lovers. The farmer and the scholar. Wolfgang is here to try to build a relationship. Though Law is not having any of it. Well, the conversation was bad, but you might as well hug anyway. And have a risky joke, which appears to be falling flat. And she's upset. Wolfgang, smooth as ever. Go. Because she had to witness a terrible joke, her mood has gone down by 10, but fortunately she's very happy already.
Yep.
As you can see, Tanya is still getting on with this, and we have that one goblin which had died at some point before the glitch was fixed. But it has been fixed, so that's quite good. We just want to remove the stone as a precaution. Now we just want to fix our field situation so we got a bit more space to plant some more tomatoes. Just need to move the campfire somewhere which can be accessed. Then just need to get it removed so we can put more. So having more campfires may help, especially since they can be used to keep warm, just like fireplaces. Just a matter of deciding where to place it. I can entertain the idea of having it inside, but maybe not. Now, I could make some sort of middle of the village communal like garden base or something where I just have like a campfire and loads of benches. Now I'm gonna try and work more on this house I was starting to build for Elizabeth, I think. So I'm gonna need to get some flooring in ASAP. I'm gonna try out this other type of floor where I haven't used before. So I would need to get rid of that tree first, since I can't build under the tree. Yeah. She can remove that.
Mm-hmm.
Now that that's been moved, we can plant in some more tomatoes. Hopefully that is gonna solve a lot of the issues. So we can plant more potato soups and all that. Then just extend the pathway to make it look a bit nicer. Let's connect it to the back entrance. I could build a dirt path in between those allotments, but probably just best to leave it as it is. And those floors look very nice. But they are going in one direction. Just wondering if any combination of the horizontal and the vertical ones would look nice. Possibly at the front there. Considering how easy it is to get wood, might as well give it a try. Then we're going to need to decorate this with more beds. Of course, it's like an infirmary. But of course, we need more cotton. Well, the other goblin's sleeping well, but there is that dead body to get rid of at some point. Just don't want to risk anything. Those leaves going through the walls are not what I'd want. So I'm going to try and decorate the front with some hedges or plants that I can override the leaves and get rid of them. Just like that. Just a few edges around the front. And maybe something underneath the window there, like those planters. You just need to figure out if it would look nice to go around the tavern a bit more, Though it's a bit hard to tell. The hedge might not extend very nicely around there, and those bits are quite long. It should be fine as it is. But I can do stuff upstairs, so I'm going to need to copy the type of floor. The medieval. A nice dark wood. I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to build this top level. Making space around the stairs since you can't build over there. Then I'm going to have to wall it off somehow with like some sort of fence. So the fences might not look as nice. Maybe if I give a little... Well, the pirates have come for their medicine. But at least they're out the way for now. I just need to get back to this decorating and figuring out what kind of wall I'd want to put around these stairs. Perhaps a half wall in future patches could be an idea, but for now I can just give these other types of wooden walls a try. Just gonna have to decide at some point what to do about that other gap there. Then just gotta finish off the area with wooden, with the medieval wood floors, and then decide how I'm gonna do any kind of balcony bit. So I could have one right above the kitchen. Above the brewery. Either have it indented or outdented with walls, or to just have it like a rectangle. Of course, if it's indented, it need to have at least a 3 wide wall to put the door. But it might not look as good. Just need to decide what kind of wall to put around here. Considering what the bottom looks like, and it has the it looks like a ruler in a way, but at the bottom these don't go to the same number of points. So they only meet at the bottom at each main point rather than every point and a half. Yeah, deciding to go with just flat out rectangle might be better in this case. Gotta figure out how to do pillars. Bit hard to decide when they have the bottom bit with the stone. So, as this is a corner, I'm going to need a corner. So I'm going to end this room out either with a little bit of a space going in. So there's like a kind of like a little floored, flat surface just outside. As soon as I put down the pillars and deal with other stuff. The nearest one which matches up with those wooden bits at the bottom is that one. So the contrast with the lower bits might be weird. I'm going to need to decide it at some point. Making a suitable like raiding for this bit. Those stone ones are quite thick, so they might not be suitable. These ones need cotton, so I can't place them just yet. And I'm going to need to wait until spring to be able to get cotton. If I just finish off this bit at the front by choosing an appropriate stone surface, so the same one that we've got around the back should work. Might not need a floor window, because it's not going to be used by anyone, it's just going to be like just a bit of a dent. As for the previous wall type, might just leave it in, see what it looks like, and then change it if I have to.
Yep.
Always needs to become friends with Agnes at some point. I'm gonna have to build their relationship.
Yeah.
And Gustav's gonna want to impress or tell a risky joke. Wolfgang still wants to become friends with Laura, though last time it failed because of the lack of success. Then Tanya wants to become friends with Doris. So upstairs I'm gonna want to build tables. It was a bit weird looking down on that. We're thinking the table was not like outrageously big, without realizing I was actually up a level. But now I've just got to decide what kind of table looks good outside. Probably need to move this one upstairs though, because it's kind of the same ones that you got out the front. And that might look better on an outside surface like that. And then you could do something else inside. Obviously not moving the stairs. So like a small light living table, just like a nice casual surface, just to leave your drinks on. You see in certain pubs you've got those sort of like tables with the like comfy chairs and the lower. Like these lower tables. Always nice to sit at. And they're nicely in the corner there. Some longer versions of those might be interesting. But I've got to put in some nice comfy chairs with armrests in there. Just deciding if to have it right against the wall or inside a bit. So it might be a bit too cramped if it's right next to both walls. Especially since there's a bit of a bit round back. Of course she's now building that, so yeah. And she teleported, so that's normal. As you know, when you assemble your chairs, you instantly teleport to the floor above just to protect yourself. That looks a lot better. Just need to figure out what to do in the other bits of this same floor. Advanced wooden tables, possibly, but they need cotton. And there's only this type which looks like that, with the darkish wood. So having too many of them might not be as good visually. Just gonna have to decide at some point. Those benches aren't too different from the chairs, but might need somewhere else to put them. Maybe like against walls or something. We put in some torches at some point when I have the cotton for it. Of course, now it's spring. Gonna need to get all our farmers busy. And seeing these goblins want some beers, so might as well let them have a nice drink. have a little party with one tomato.
Yeah.
Not sure where the tomato fits in with that, but I'm sure I'm not going to judge. Might as well make a couple more people farmers just to get all these crops down ASAP. Because it's going to be very busy.
Yep. Yep.
Just gonna have to send Wolfgang to interact with Laura. Work on that wish of his.
Yeah.
But these weapon cases I haven't used before. But they look quite nice, so I'm gonna try and see if I can put the tiki stuff that I looted from those glitched bodies. At least put it somewhere nice rather than just sell them off. It'd be a bit more respectful to those useful artifacts. I'm going to need an armor stand for the armors, the very nice ones. Not sure if to build any more elsewhere. Any more racks or whatever. Some barrels, but probably not.
Yep.
I might as well see what this looks like. All excellent. Very nice cultural displays in this museum / library. And you can actually take ownership of weapon racks as if they were the same kinds. The displays as if they were racks. Which might be nice, but they are quite expensive. Though apparently Wolfgang can't keep up with Laura because Laura keeps trying to walk away. Though I have noticed that recently... Oh, not impressed again. But no, I've noticed that recently when you go to send colonists to interact with each other, the other one doesn't instantly change what they're doing, and it requires them to be much closer before they actually stop. So that's actually kind of nice. In that, so when you send someone to go somewhere, the other one doesn't instantly start walking all the way back and they meet halfway. It can be very weird when dealing with traders. And it's quite weird when dealing with anyone who's working on farming, stuff like that. So we're going back to the tavern, just having a little look at what it's like on the outside. It looks alright. It's a bit weird. It just might be a bit simplistic, symmetrical in design, but it should be good. Just need to leave a little space open as I deal with this front bit, just in case I want to put anything, which I don't. Whilst these walls require stone, so I'm going to have to wait a bit. Though I can place windows. It's going to be a bit difficult here because the floor isn't quite as... well, the walls aren't the same length on this floor than the lower floor. On account of that one space to the left at the edge of the tavern being off. It might be fine being disjointed a bit. Just gotta decide if I want it in by 2 or in by 1. But in by 2 should be fine. Now that that's complete, I can put in a couple of doors. Straighten this out of it.
Yeah.
We're going to need to finish her bedroom, or at least move the bed so she can actually sleep in it.
Yep. Yeah.
Everyone's dropped their stuff to work on that, which is nice. Far too many people, so people are getting blocked. So, or we can go and chase Gustav. Or not.
Yep.
Oh yes, because there's Wolfgang to interact with. So Wolfgang's trying to get away.
Yeah.
That joke has gone down well, and now they are friends. Excellent. Hopefully this will be closer to making them satisfied for another person. Just work a bit more in this infirmary. Checking out the floors. They look nice, but I don't know if I want to alternate them more than that. They have one vertical, one horizontal, and alternate like that. See if that looks nice. And it just costs wood, so it's worth a try. Whether to do that at the front here, maybe not. So that doesn't seem to look as nice. Got to place a fireplace in there, keep everyone warm.
Yep. Yeah.
She wants one anyway. And there is the trader. Just send someone over to trade immediately.
Yeah.
Nice will do. Right, so he buys those plate armors, somebody tiki armor, stone armor, sells strawberries, bread. Not much useful, no iron ore. Might as well sell all those things I can make very easily. And buy some scrolls or something. Or get money out of it. I can sell stone and buy more stone from the goblins, but not as much. That is a sufficient trade. Just get rid of lots of stuff, get some money surplus, get a few more scrolls for the research.
Yeah. Yep.
Going to need more though.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's a good start. Now we've got some cotton, which is good.
Yeah.
Might as well get as much as I possibly can, because cotton is very important for making money and building things. Of course, I need more crystal storage, and I'm lacking space inside that storage building. I'm going to need to decide somewhere I could put some. Possibly near the library, out the back. Have some sort of annex. Though it is a bit difficult. I can deal with that later though. But I noticed then that these paths just finish these off. I just noticed upon editing this and dubbing over it that there's a very quickly passing moment when I clicked through the menus a bit too quickly without realizing, and that's when I cause an issue, which will pop up later. But yeah, I had no idea until after then how to fix it, and it was an option that stops me from automatically collecting from plants. Unless they're designated, which none are designated. Of course, Wolfgang has broken his arm, so he can't do anything anymore except drink. So these floors look interesting, but they're not nice. I've just undone all of that and gone back to where I was before. Much easier. Only costs wood and it's fine. I'm going to need to place in a rug because they're nice and it will help deal with the jealousy problems. The large one might be a bit too big. The purple one's nice, and the square one in front of the fireplace is a nice placement. Now I can afford to place more beds, which is good. Get this whole infirmary thing going on. Figure out if there's anything I place next to it which looks like a nice surface, but I don't think anywhere available. Or having like a lectern for notes, but that might be a bit much. Of course, we don't need that many beds to build when we've already got one built. Just adjust it a little bit. Now that's going on, I really need to move Wolfgang back downstairs so Gustav can lend a hand again. Hopefully working. Just gonna splint the arm as he's sitting there. With that giant needle. Just about to stab it in like that. Did that, and it was successful. So he will be back up and chopping wood in a moment. Now these people need paydays.
Yep. Yep.
Let's just get Agnes and the Wolfgang interacting a bit.
Yeah.
Just to give a little bit of a touch up on this, on Gustav's home. So we've got a lot of space. I'm going to need to figure out if I'm going to just leave this bottom bit without anything there, which I think I will, but I'll just make it so that I can actually build above it. But the walls don't work, so I'm going to need to use pillars instead. I can just place a couple of might as well work on the pillars at the bottom there and place them around the house to make sense. What about this door? And there's the wall there, I can just get rid of it, so it's just like the rooms are both joined together, but it's like a nice archway which transitions it a bit better. So it's like this kind of double-sized doorway. Now let's let's just undo some of those walls there and place some pillars underneath that should support the upstairs. Not sure if to put one or two like that. Then place those same walls over. Whatever type it was. It's either a simple one or the other one. The neat one. The pillar sticks out a bit, so I'm going to want to move that. Just a bit more in the middle. Though having two of them might be a bit excessive. Especially since it touches at the end of there. Though that seems fine. It's nicely supported. Let's box in this area. I'll put in a couple of pillars around there. Let's just put in a few pillars in the upper level to complete the designs. Much better. Now I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to put inside this room. And I think I want to make this a nice storage area for like armors and weapons. So if I place a few of these around. Just in these corners and then have like weapon racks or just all displays. I might just stick with the racks so it's more usable. Though I don't have enough stone for more. I could build those instead, but iron is quite important. There are a couple of stands over there which I can use. So I'll place them there instead. I'll place another weapon storage and maybe we can build more later. Have a weapons case inside one of these rooms instead. Probably there when I can move the rack. Okay, well I think that's quite a lot in this episode done. I've just mainly extended everything that we've already been building upon and getting more relationships done. I look forward to the next episode and I hope you liked this one, and if you did, Either like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.